This part is, we just scrimmage a lot. We get a lot of stuff that we needed to get done and cleaned up today. We had to do, and we did. The spring game's gonna be a lot of different stuff, a lot of different guys playing. So we wanted to get a last look at some guys doing some things today.
You could summarize exactly, what you might be looking for on Saturday specifically. Just what did you explain to them?
It needs to see how guys perform in the stadium. You can put 40,000 people in the stadium, and it's a little different than being out here just being a practice one day. So there's a lot of guys that are going to have to play for us in situations that have not been in live game situations in front of big crowds, and I want to see how they respond.
How'd the draft go today? Do you feel the teams are pretty even the way things
Yeah, they look it. I guess we'll find out on Saturday, won't we? Usually, with our staff, it usually stays balanced. One team will have an advantage in one area, and another team an advantage in another area, usually.
Still going to be the penalty to clean up the stadium on Sunday morning for losing?
Always. 10 a.m. Sunday morning. We'll be there. Have you guys picked your teams? I expect to see. I need a list on my desk tomorrow. Who's on maroon, who's on white, and then you can be there Sunday morning.
Joe's in charge of that draft.
Right. What have you seen out of Carmen and Clausell at left tackle?
Just young guys that are really learning the game. They got a long way to go, so we'll see how they continue to progress. We got a lot of time before they have to play a game, and it'll be both their first opportunities to play on a big stage on Saturday. So we'll see how they respond to that situation.
See specific strengths out of either one?
Both solid players. I just see a lot of inexperience. That's what I notice. Talented. They're as talented as the guy that was there last year, if not more talented than the guy that was here last year. They just got to learn to be the player that he was.
How much of a curve are you grading the new guys on Saturday? Because I remember Tyler's first throw was a pick, and he kind of rallied himself a little bit.
Yeah, I don't expect that. I'd be shocked to see Tyler be rattled. I would have guaranteed that he would have been rattled last spring. But probably at the quarterback position, I'll see Favre and Prescott rattled this spring.
That's
kind
really
of how it
fun
works.
For all the new guys.
Yeah, it's their first time playing in front of the big crowd and doing all that stuff. The older guys a lot of the older guys, when they've played in big game situations, they'll be relaxed on Saturday. The young guys want to go show what they can do in front of the crowd for the first time, and sometimes that's where you see mistakes.
Right. Giving those young guys more snaps maybe than some of the veterans just to protect some guys.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to get everybody on the field at some point during the game. So, I spend most of my day just managing reps and making sure everybody gets the work they need.
A little bit of scrimmaging today. What do you think won the day on offense and defense?
Definitely the defense. They started good and then they got a little bit sloppy, and then finished really strong. The defense did, and the offense just nobody. Too many drop balls, too many mistakes, no leadership. Really stepped up on offense today when they needed it as the scrimmage wore on. So defense definitely, rebounded from last Saturday.
Going into Saturdays, has this been kind of a spring that may not dominate by the defense? The defense is kind of controlled for the most part.
Yeah, I think so. I think the defense has certainly, controlled things a lot out there on the field, and which is good. That's what you want. You need a strong defense if you're going to be competing for any sort of championship.
You were talking about leadership and everything. I know Chris Ralph had a really efficient year last year. Do you see him? Does he need to step up in that regard, or what do you want from him as the spring goes on?
That's it. Leadership. He's going to continue to develop as a leadership, and he's done that. He's done some great leadership, and today's a great situation. He was a great leader on Saturday when things were going well. He kept them going well for the offense. Can he, as adversity strikes, get everybody locked back in? That is going to be the key, and that's the hardest part as a leader. When things go bad, that you can stop it and get it turned around the other direction, and that's what he's working on.
Personality-wise, he seems kind of like an easygoing guy. Is it just hard to pull that? I don't know if jerk is the right word, but get him to, kind of step up and do that.
I think he can do it. I think it's all confidence. I think that he's confident in what's going on the field more now, so it allows him to get after some people. Where in the past maybe nobody saw it because he wasn't confident in what he was doing himself.
Is Nico available for Saturday? We haven't seen him.
I'd say doubtful. He'd be doubtful. They said he's probably about 3 to 4 days away, which, so I guess Monday we expect him to be back out practicing. But it's right on the edge for him to go Saturday.
Handshake or dinner bet among the offensive defensive coaches for Saturday, or do you do that?
No, because they got to clean the stadium Sunday morning.
Okay.
That's what they go. I don't know about the Seal brothers and Mr. Rouser what they're going after it with, but for our coaches, I can promise you this: they have the day off Sunday. So the last thing they want to do is get up and have to come to work and clean the stadium and tell you.
Which staff gets Coach Bayless?
I think it was drafted by the Whites team. It was drafted on the White team. So
they better not lose.
well, I mean, James Townsend's then on the Maroon team, I think. So it'll be no, I'm thinking it's opposite. Bayless is Maroon. Townsend's White. Yeah, Bayless is Maroon. Townsend's White.
What do you
He's down.
I thought Jim Ross picked him.
No, I did. They picked him up first because he's down with the Maroon team there. So either he's spying or
What have you seen out of Chris Hughes at linebacker this spring?
guy learning to play the game. Still learning to play the game. Got some experience last year, which was really good. But starting to develop into the defense and really settle into his role to have to step up to play. He's going to play a lot for us next year.
You look back at this spring, just how does it feel going into Saturday? Did you like that 2-week break, something you never want to do again? And how do you think you guys rebounded after that?
I haven't reviewed. I'll review it all sometime in May when everybody's out recruiting, and they don't let me recruit. So I'll have a lot of time to go through every possible schedule and scenario in the world, and we'll, John Clark and I will sit down and review all the positives and negatives of this schedule. And really, John, Matt Bayless, and myself will do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Dan.